Hello, everyone. Welcome back to those of you returning to this series, and welcome to everyone who is new watching this. My name is Amber, and I like to talk about one thing that a lot of people avoid talking about, and that is money and finances. I strongly enjoy organizing my finances and helping others to do the same. I know not everyone likes to spend time with their money. Maybe they feel like they don't have enough, or it's just such a stressful subject that they just kind of let it go. Um, but I'm doing this series to help people gain some clarity on their financial situation and hopefully improve it. So, in the first episode, I outlined a way to start your foundation with your budget, and that is, you need somewhere to keep track of your finances, whether that be a notebook, a binder, a spreadsheet. You should have something where you can consistently write things down and keep track of it. I started out on just using a blank piece of printer paper, and that was my budget. I wrote down when my bills were due and how much it was, and then I check marked it as I received the money because I was going from bill to bill. I wouldn't say paycheck to paycheck because I didn't really earn paychecks. I have earned money in various ways, not by just one 40-hour a week full time job. I've had several part time jobs. I've had different business endeavors. Currently, I am a server and I have my own business. So, with that, I have multiple streams of income and I don't get a paycheck. You cannot say that you get a paycheck as a server usually. And for me, I don't. I get paid every day I go in and I keep track of the money that I earn. I write it down. And then each week I have a deposit day. And I deposit all of my money into one account on one day. And it makes it so much easier for me to keep track of it that way so that I know what's going on. And I have built up accounts, and now I feel like I have so much more peace in my finances. I'm not worrying if I can pay my next bill. I am just working my system to where I don't have to think too much about it. I've established this system to where it's easy to deal with my money. I actually just deposited my money yesterday and I didn't get the chance to move it into the different accounts. So today, this morning, I went through and I moved my money around. And it took like 15 minutes to sit down and do that. Now, I strongly encourage you to spend time in your finances. In the beginning, you might be spending a little more time than typical in your budget and going over things because you're going to want to understand like what's going on, what do you have going on, what do you need to do and keep track of the system. And honestly, it's so much fun and it can be a very positive experience. And the way that you can see yourself evolve through this process and how like it works more and more for you, it's really, really an exciting thing. So that's what I want to kind of cover today is how it's become exciting and I use different accounts. When I first started keeping track of my money, I opened a bank account when I was 16 years old and I had a checking account and a savings account, and that's all. And then I went through a period of time whenever I was serving, and I didn't even, I don't remember if I was serving or if I was cooking at the time, what I was doing. However, I wasn't hardly using a bank account. I pretty much kept everything in the safe, and I dealt a lot with cash. And I went through a period of my life where I did not trust banks, and I just wanted to hide all my money. And that that mindset right there and that way of acting for me, I noticed that it actually did not serve me well. And I felt more relief whenever I started trusting having my money in a bank account. And it makes it so simple to look at my app and see where my money is, where it's going. I can keep track of it. I do use cash sometimes, and I do have cash in my safe. I'm not saying that every single penny of mine is digital. However, I just find it really helpful to use banks. And in our everyday life, we use money all the time, and this is our currency. This is what we're doing. And so to be able to like talk about it more and be more open and happy about it, I find it so beneficial. And at least be real with myself about money too, and find ways where like the bank can actually help you. So one thing that I'm not going to get into a lot with this video, but it is like interest accounts and, retirement accounts, compound interest accounts. There's things that can be very beneficial there. It's a long-term thought process there. It's not like you're going to make a lot of money very quick. However, that's something that I'll talk about in a later video. This video is going to be about accounts. So there was a savings and a checkings. And now I have evolved to a 7-account system. Now, it may sound overwhelming to you right now, and that's okay. I was overwhelmed whenever I was first showed this system too, actually. It took me probably 2 to 3 months to actually really start to grasp it. Like I said, I started with a sheet of paper that had my budget, and I used cash and envelopes for a period of time, and my check mark system. And that's what worked for me. And I actually recommend that for you. If that's where you're at right now with this, do that. And honestly, whenever I was check marking off my bills and like when I had that money, it was actually a confirmation, and it was very rewarding. Like, yes, I have the money. Yes, I have the money. Yes, thank you. I can pay this bill. Thank you. I can make that payment. Yes. And so that's actually a really good thing. That's like positive reinforcement. So if you feel like you need some more positivity in your financial situation, then that may be a good idea. That may be a fun thing to do. And look at it with, just a good mindset. So the 7 accounts, you may be wondering, like, what the heck, what do you do with 7 accounts? So this is how I will explain it. You first have an account that is your main flow account. You want one account that you put all of your money into each week. And you start with that one account. So I was going to try to write on a whiteboard of all the different accounts and have a visual for, learning purposes, because I know I like to be able to see things, but it was coming up backwards for the way that my camera is set up. So I will just explain it and hopefully post in some pictures in my posts of an example of what it looks like. Take notes while I'm speaking. I know a lot of times I listen to podcasts and videos in the car or something, so I can't really take notes, but feel free to save this video and watch it when you have a notebook ready, so you can kind of put down on paper what I'm talking about and how to organize it, or look at the post that I will post up. So the first account is the main flow account that your money is deposited into. I pick a certain day of the week that I deposit my money. For me, it works out best when I deposit on Tuesdays. I count my money Mondays, which I just call it that, Money Mondays. And then Tuesdays is deposit day. And then from my deposit day, I either deposit it all that day or later on. But your second account, the second one that I have, is a personal food and gas account. So all of my food and gas for the month comes out of this one account. If I eat out, I swipe that card. If I fill up my tank, I use that card. And I have created like a rough estimate of what I need each week. And so far it's been working out. I haven't been short. I've had extra money. So to get a ballpark of what you typically spend, have it come out of the food and gas account. And I do it this way because there was a time where I tried putting all my food and gas on a credit card and then paying it off, later. Because I thought, well, I'm going to be buying food and buying my gas anyways, I might as well put it on a credit card. Which I can understand that for gas now that I've done it. But with food, I realized that I wasn't keeping track very well of how much I was actually spending. So I was eating out more than what I should have been. I ended up spending extra money um, because it was just too much to keep track of. I just wasn't keeping track of it, wasn't sticking to a budget very well. So I just use my bank card so that I know, okay, I have cash in there or I don't. Um, and that's been working out well for me. So the third account then is automatic drafts. All of your bills that come out automatically, link them to this bank account. You don't need a bank card for this account because you are never going to pull money out of it. It is always just for your automatic drafts, your phone bill, Wi-Fi, whatever it is. Set it up to this account. Make it very simple. You can easily check this account. I caught a fraudulent charge from this account because I only ever have automatic drafts. Okay, so and I know the companies that are taking money. So whenever I was scrolling through the one day, I saw a charge that didn't make sense. It was for, I don't know, like $29. And then there was another charge above it that was like $3 or something. And I didn't recognize the name. So I immediately reported it, found out that it was some company in like Portugal or I don't know, some other country. And that second charge was like the out of country charge. Um, and I got my money back and everything. But I was very easily able to see, like, that doesn't make sense. That's not one of the, like, 5 bills that I have coming out of this account. So it was very easy to quickly get my money back and make sure that that was stopped. So I have to insert a little explanation here on this fraudulent charge that I found in this account. Um, it came from my Wi-Fi and phone company. It came from their end. I thought it was so strange because I had automatic payments set up to come out of like for my phone and my Wi-Fi. And on the day that was supposed to come out, that's whenever the fraudulent charge showed up. And my phone and Wi-Fi did not come out on that day. So I thought that was really weird. I contacted my company that deals with that, and I told them because then I got a late fee charge for not paying that bill, and I didn't realize at first that it wasn't paid, and then I told them that I think that their account got hacked or something because of what happened. Like a fraudulent charge got taken out on the same day that their bill was supposed to be taken out. And honestly, I can't say that the company like made me feel at ease about the situation because they just really didn't bother with that at all. They just, said that I'll get my money back cuz I said I don't believe that I should be responsible for this late fee charge. I had automatic payments set up. Like there's no reason why it should have stopped. And so they gave me, that money back. I only had to pay what the bill was supposed to be. But sometimes that happens through other companies, like their systems get hacked. So I wanted to insert this here because I had just talked about how I trust my bank and I use it and everything. And then all of a sudden I said about a fraudulent charge that came up. So I wanted to add this little piece here. So the fourth account is miscellaneous and cash bills. This account is for the cash part, cash bills. That's if you pay anything directly. Like if you have to get cash and either put it in a different bank account, or if you get cash out to pay your rent, or if you get cash out to pay like your roommate or your partner if you live together or something, or your garbage bill, sewage bill, if they're not hooked up to automatic drafts, whatever you pay cash for, that is a bill, you can get the cash from this account. And then the miscellaneous part is all those other little expenses that you may not be able to keep track of super easy, like shampoo, conditioner, any soap that you need, laundry detergent, maybe cat litter, just random things that you're not positive when you're going to need them. So, but you know eventually you will. Like maybe one month you need to buy all your shampoo and conditioner and stuff, but the next month you don't. So there's money in there in case, like, maybe you end up needing to buy a new pair of shoes. Like it's time, you need a pair of shoes. Well, use it out of that monthly amount. And for example, like, let's say when you're first starting out doing this, you're living very, very tight with your budget. You don't have much extra money. You're really going from like bill to bill. You may not have very much to put into this extra bit of money, but I would recommend put like $50 in there and just limit your spending. I mean, put a little bit in there for those just in case things. Like if you run out of toothpaste, you're going to need to buy toothpaste, so pull it out of that account. But you may not have to buy new clothes right away, or there was definitely a period of time where I went without buying anything because I was working on building up my accounts and paying things off and trying to get more secure in my finances. So I wasn't just loosely spending money here and there. And so if you set a budget of whatever the amount, let's say $100, then try to stay in that budget, like, and not splurge. But if you want something, like if you see something and you haven't spent any money from that miscellaneous account and you see it and it's $30, buy it and feel good about it because you have the money in that account. It's okay. One of the biggest things that this account system has taught me is how to not feel regret or not feel any badness when spending money. Like the energy that I have when I pay my bills and when I buy things now is a good feeling. It's a secure feeling. I was able to buy brand new shoes a couple weeks ago, and it was such an exciting experience because any other time that I've went and bought shoes, I have looked at all the ones that are on sale. I've tried to spend very little money and just, not go over $60, $70 and just do my best with that. And it was kind of like, oh, I have to buy shoes. This time, I was really excited, and I went and I got fitted for my shoes. I tried on like 4 different pairs from a sales guy who was helping me. He was putting them on my feet. He watched me walk, made sure that my foot stayed neutral, and I made sure it was comfortable. And I picked the best pair of shoes. And I knew from looking on the wall that the price would be between $100 and $180. And that was kind of like my guess. I didn't see the shoes that I was trying on the wall, but just from all the other prices, I knew it would be about that. I was not concerned. I didn't even ask what the price was. I was like, yes, these ones. I like these ones. And we went to the register and they were $125 plus tax. And so it wasn't bad at all. It was exciting. I felt good about the entire experience, and it feels so good. Like I knew I had the money. I haven't been overspending on things, and it was a very confident purchase. So the energy behind it was great. So I encourage you to, follow a good system that works for you so you can experience that and not have buyer's remorse. Don't regret your decision to buy. Be confident that you have the money and it's okay. You're wise and you are smart with your finances. You make good money choices and your money habits are healthy. That's what we're really working towards. So that's where the miscellaneous account comes in is, unexpected purchases like needing a new pair of shoes or little things around the house. The 5th account is your emergency fund. You can call it whatever you want. Mine is labeled 3X because it is recommended to have 3 to 6 months of your bills and expenses saved up. And this account, like it could be called your stash account, your piggy bank, your reserve account, put some in there as you can so that you can build up for either, if you're laid off work, then you have 3 months to figure out something else. Or if like your car needs something done to it, you have that stash. It's your savings. It's there for a reason, for if you need it. And one thing that I've found about car expenses, we know that our cars are going to need maintenance. And we should be happy that we get to maintenance them, because hopefully we have a good vehicle that, like, when we maintenance them, it'll just help them live longer, do better, be more efficient. So I know that sometimes it's really often that I see people cringe at needing to do stuff to their car, like, I need brakes. I need, an oil change. And, it's just not a happy feeling whenever you need things for your car sometimes. But I encourage you to work on changing that mindset, because your vehicle takes you to and from work, to and from where you want to go. And we have to take care of things that are working for us. We have to appreciate what is working for us. And so that's my mindset with my vehicle. I'm so thankful for my car. I love that, right now it's time for me to get an oil change, and tomorrow I'm doing that. And I'm so thankful that that's going to help my motor and my car run efficiently. And I actually need sway bar links or something that I'll be purchasing soon. And these things that is just going to help my car run even better. They wear out over time. You put miles on them, you run them here and there, you go over bumps, you do whatever. So take into account the fact that you're going to have to put some money into your car. Hopefully you're prepared for it. So this is also what I'm using my 3X account for. Is, yes, I'm building up money for my 3 to 6 months of bills and expenses, but also it's my savings account for unexpected car things that I need, or maybe not unexpected, but just not exactly timed. Oil changes though are timed, but that's an account you want to definitely put money into every single time you get paid. It doesn't matter how much or how little, just something. Preferably, I hear a lot of financial experts talk about paying yourself first. Like, yeah, all your bills need paid, but a lot of people talk about paying yourself first into a savings account, or also into like an investing account. And that's what I'm going to talk about next. Is the sixth account is your taxes, invest, retire. The taxes part is if you have your own business and you need to put money aside to pay your taxes for the next year. So it's a TIR, taxes, any money that you want to invest with. If you want to save up $500 and put it on an investment CD, or $1,000, put it in like a mutual fund or whatever. This is the account where you build up some money to where you can invest it, and then it will grow for your long term. And you're also retirement. And that's also like, if you work a full-time job, you may already have some money going into retirement, and that's fantastic. I hear that it's always encouraged, though, to start your own retirement account as well, because you may have heard some scary stories about people, like, I don't know, about losing their retirement or losing their pension or whatever. I'm not sure which one's safe and which is not, but I've heard of people being out money that they were supposed to have gotten because either like the company shut down or something or other. So to have your own account for your future, to make sure that you are being in control of your financial future, I think it is absolutely a fantastic idea. So the sixth account is for basically like your future account, taxes, investments, retirement. And if you don't know a lot on those subjects right now, that's okay. You can build up, okay? Start wherever you're at, lay the foundation, get organized in your finances, and then grow from there. It is a beautiful process where you can continue to learn and grow and see successes in your finances. The seventh account is a gifts account. Now, this one, I know that, some people, if you tithe or something, this would be an account for that. If you want to have an account where you put a little bit of money aside all year round for Christmas, if you give Christmas gifts, or this account would be for if you have a baby shower coming up or birthday parties, stuff like that. So if you want to give somebody a gift, you don't have to worry about it affecting the rest of your bills. You can have an account set aside specifically for that. Currently, one of the things I use my gifts account for is I pay for my niece's horseback riding lessons. It's just something I want to be able to do for her, and I consider that a gift. And I just think it's great to have an account where I'm able to do that. And yeah, so of the, 1 through 7 accounts, I think that they're all important for everybody to have. No matter what circumstance you are in life right now, I just think that these 7 accounts have been very, very helpful for me, and I see them being helpful for anybody. Everybody, they get money in some way, shape, or form. So to organize it to where you can see it a lot easier, it just makes it so your brain doesn't have to think so much about finances. I know that it's pretty common right now for, the average person is not making a ton of money. And so with the money that we are earning, we really need to focus on being grateful for it. Having this money, being grateful for every bill that we can pay, being grateful for the food that we can buy, the gas that we can put in our car, and embracing gratitude instead of scarcity and being worried and fearful and stressed. Change those emotions associated with money. I will tell you that I have grown so much in my financial situation. Not only have I have like a system that works really well for me, but I'm also earning more money now than what I was 2 years ago. And I hear a saying where the universe won't give you what you can't handle. So if you want more money, start to manage the money that you are earning very well with a good attitude. Manage it well and have a great attitude, and expect that you will grow your finances, and opportunities will pop up. Maybe a new job, maybe a raise, maybe just people that would like your help somewhere and then they want to pay you for it. Or, maybe people give you something that you can actually turn around and sell, or you can use it for a way of making money. Like, experiences can pop in your life that you actually can't plan for. They just happen and they bless you. And so it's really important to manage your money very well. The money that you are receiving, manage it very well, and then you can watch it start to increase. So this is my episode on the accounts. If you have any questions, please comment. Let me know if there's anything that I need to help be more clear on. I would love to answer any questions. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. I love talking about finances and getting in a good mindset and increasing overall positivity, well-being, and happiness. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.